Okay, so I don't have much time, so let me try to shoot this. Min is a very important deity, and the bull is key to this, like the golden bull of Alexandria, Bacchus, and others. Okay, the wordplay and the Egyptian cult system is the key to this, and that's why it's on the dollar bill. The bull, Lucifer, Satan, lose fur and become the bull. The bull was the shallow warrior's symbol of manhood. The halo instead of the hood is the anointment and empowerment spiritually. Min is probably the most important deity to remember. His cult center was at Chemis. Okay, at Chemis. Think chemistry. In the Delta. Okay, so it's in the north where the sea people and the Semites gathered, basically. And this is a pre-dynastic deity. Okay, think chemistry, the tree of knowledge, and not the spirit tree of life. He sought to usurp Horus and Amen. He can be more compared to Apollo than a real martial arts god Haru. He is the bestower of sexual power to the opposition view in Egypt. Remember, the devil has horns, right? And Moses is depicted with horns, showing that that was part of the agreement between the Roman church of pagans and the Christians, right? He is the bestower of sexual power to the airhead bitches who date the traitors that hide from real martial artists and insist on bully, bull-headed, foolish thinking and picking on vulnerable people. Vulture scum and they're vulture scum. That's probably why female deities had a vulture headdress and in many lesser temples, because they're showing that, hey, we are the spiritual counterparts, so to speak, of the bull. Okay, and he was symbolized by a white bull. The Lord of the East, the white bull is his sacred animal. Lettuce is his sacred plant, and it's said to be an aphrodisiac. So of course you can imagine they'll drug the lettuce and stuff like that, and they'll know which ones to eat and which ones to give other people. These cults have a fixation on using drugs and chemistry to get their way. The golden bowl of Canopus, which was by Alexandria, is important. Bacchus is important. Okay, Neith also proves my martial art point, and Bes is a deity that's said to come from Sudan, which is a leopard deity. Don't get confused. You have to look at this thing from a perspective of sacred morality. The moral of the story, or don't tell the story at all. The moral is the spirit over the flesh. Someone can be a big elephant type of person. Someone can be a shorter elephant. Someone can be short and thin, a small hawk. Someone can be a tall person with range and embody a hawk. It's the spirit, it's not the flesh. And the flesh can reflect your state of mind, but ultimately look for the spirit, or don't look at all, because I'm tired of people getting wrong, and I love everybody, and I need all to love God and do the right thing. So the halo is covered by bull horns, and it eliminates the pure spirit or reduces it gently. Tunnel vision, which is in darkness, right? A hippo in water. Egyptian ritual images, the pharaoh's role in the cult and his assistants in different cults that twist things in his way. That's why there was amalgamation and superimposition of one school of thought over another. The Narmer palette shows the cattle of Ra, quote unquote. The opposition views shock as the Hawk Temple defeated them. But this is just one match. It doesn't mean that everyone who is one figure can beat another. We should not focus on the figure, but figure it out and be consistent with God. There's a sword called the rapier, and there has been a lot of rape in the Olympic community and in Hollywood and other places, and this needs to stop. I want to really yell about it, but I'm not going to. So think about musketeers, mask-a-tares. The tares are in the Bible as well, the wheat versus the tares that are thrown into the fire. Okay? This is the people who don't sow the seed for generations of good. I believe I was reading Matthew something earlier. I'll get in the next video where I flipped to that page this morning after I thought of some of this stuff. Okay, think about fencing and fencing in the cattle, fencing in the animals, a captive audience. You have them held hostage, so to speak. Buckus, another form of the bull, was a symbol of strength, of violence, and pugnacity. So if you use your strength to do the will of Satan, you are a bully, you're picking on vulnerable individuals, you deserve some vulture witch-looking evil whore, and not a beautiful woman who cultivates her spirit in the spirit of God. Play the harp over your heart. Do the right thing. Again, men. Thunderbolt fetish. Men. Okay? Minute. Okay? Minute man. Now, if, regardless of what race you are, you start taking on their perspective, you're probably going to be more likely to be a minute man because you're not going to have the spirit to control the love making. It's going to be some kind of fleshly carnal. Yeah! Any questions?